Hello, everybody. I just wanted to say thank you for everyone who has given to this Bible course that I'm taking right now. And I told Makisha specifically, this is for you. I told everybody that once I had learned a story that I would begin to share them live with you guys. So the story is from Luke 24. That same day, two of Jesus' followers were walking on the road to the village of Emmaus, which is about 7 miles from Jerusalem. As they walked, they had been discussing everything that had happened. As they were talking and discussing these things, suddenly Jesus came up and began walking with them, but God kept them from recognizing him. He asked them, "What are you discussing so intently as you walk along?" They stopped short, sadness written across their faces. One of them, Cleopas, replied, "Surely you must be the only person in all of Jerusalem who hasn't heard the things that have happened there the past few days." Jesus asked them, "What things?" They said, "The things that happened to Jesus, the man from Nazareth. He was a prophet who performed great miracles and a great teacher, both in the eyes of God and the people. But some of our leading priests and religious leaders handed him over to be condemned to death, and they crucified him. We had hoped that he was the Messiah who had come to rescue Israel. This all happened 3 days ago. Then some of the women from our group of his followers went to his tomb early this morning, and they came back with an amazing report. They said that the tomb was empty and they had seen angels who told them that Jesus was alive. Some of our men ran out to see, and sure enough, the tomb was empty, but they did not see him." Jesus said to them, "You foolish people, you find it so hard to believe everything that is written in the scriptures by the prophets. Was it not foretold that the Messiah would have to suffer all of these things before entering his glory?" Then he took them through all the writings of Moses and all the prophets, explaining to them the things that concerned himself. By this time, I'm telling a story, come here. By this time, they were nearing Emmaus and the end of their journey. And Jesus acted as if he was going to go on. But they begged him, saying, "Please stay the night with us, because it's getting late." And so Jesus went home with them. When they sat down to eat, he took the bread, and he blessed it and broke it and gave it to them. And at that very moment, their eyes were opened and they recognized him. And suddenly, he disappeared. They said to each other, "Didn't our hearts burn within us as he walked on the road with us and explained the scriptures to us?" And within that very hour, they were on their way back to Jerusalem. And when they got there, they found the 11 disciples and the others who had gathered with them, who told them, "The Lord is really risen. He appeared to Peter." And then the two from Emmaus shared their story of how Jesus walked with them on the road and talked with them, and how he revealed himself to them through the breaking of the bread. And as they were telling these things, suddenly Jesus was standing there among them, and he said, "Peace be with you." So there you have it, the very first story that I've learned in Word by Heart. I hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later. Bye.